Barley harvest time. We're in the high desert of Wyoming near Powell. We're going to check out, see how the Molson Coors barley harvest is going for one of their growers, Rick Rodriguez. This time of the year, it's always fun to get out and chase combines. Paul and I were just down in Colorado, of course, a few weeks ago, checking out how the Molson Coors harvest was going there. And this is payday for these farmers. They finally get to jump in that combine and see how this year's crop turns out.
It's a family farm, kind of, sort of. My dad's been here since the mid-50s, and that's when he started farming up here. We call this the Heart Mountain Bench up here, and we've been up here my entire life, and actually started raising my first barley crop in 1975. When me and my brother got paid for work in the summer, we got 20 acres of barley. So I've been a barley grower for a long time, and after high school I went to college for four and a half years and came back, and I've been farming ever since then. We've had anywhere from, at one point our acreage was about 4,500 acres, and then when my dad retired, and I was just telling Russell that he's 90 years old and he's still out here today on the tractor. But we cut it back to some of the better, healthier ground. I had all the fringe areas that wasn't quite as good, and so we're running about 3,300 acres right now. So about half barley, half beets, some beans in it, a little bit of alfalfa. It looks really good right now. This is Bill Coors 100 that we started raising 3 years ago, I think, and it looks really good this year. Of course, we've had adequate rain, which makes a big deal, and a perfect spring for barley. The plumpness is like incredible. It's like 98 plump. We were running into some green issues here and there, but we've been going pretty steady now for a couple days now. So we're hoping with these temperatures that everything will get ripe, because it just takes a couple of hot days and everything will get ripe.
So on this farm, we're primarily raising corn, wheat, Coors barley, and triticale. So we moved from Croatia in 1906, and we bought the original half section a couple miles down the road, and it's grown from there. I'm fifth generation to be farming our home farm and third generation Coors barley farmer. So I grew up right in the combine with my dad, grandpa, and uncle, and from there I fell in love with it and never looked back. It's definitely challenging to be in our area. We have urbanization all around us, and people are trying to get water as much as they can from all these ditch companies. It's an interesting place to be living, that's for sure. We're a high plains desert. We'll get 5 inches of rain from April till October usually, and this year we've recorded 21 inches to today from April 1st, and that is unheard of for us. So other crops are struggling, but it's been an ideal growing season for barley. This year's harvest is, I've only done about 10 acres so far, so not much, but we're just getting started, but it's harvesting nice. Usually we deal with a lot of lodge barley on the ground, but this year it's standing upright, which is rare, so it's smooth sailing for us. We're happy to be, it's gonna be a good year for barley. I think we're gonna have great quality, high yielding, everything looks good as long as we can get it out before the rain.
My dad was one of the original Coors growers when they first came here to this valley, and I can't even remember what year that was, and so we've been one of their larger growers down here in the Powell Valley here, and it's just always been a really good crop to us. They give out these grower awards every year. My dad's got two, and I've got two, and I've actually got a Grower of the Year award for all their areas. So, we've had Pete Coors in our backyard barbecuing steaks with us, and just great family to be around, and we just had a good relationship for a long time.
Yep, so we've been growing barley since 1966 for the Coors family. Actually, the Coors family's feedlot was only 2 miles that way, so they've been close. My grandpa knew Pete Coors decently well, so we've had a good relationship with them for 60 years and working on generation number 4 now.
I like Coors Banquet's my favorite, and you don't see a lot of people, but you see a lot of Coors Light around the area, and it's always nice to know that it's something that you grew, barley right to the shelves. It's something that we're kind of happy that we play a big part in beer drinking in the nation, I guess.
It's just a great, delicious beer on top of, we've had a great working relationship with every agronomist that they've hired, from there all the way to the top. We're all just proud because it's from Colorado, originally here, so everybody in the area is super proud to be growing Coors barley.
Their appreciation is always in nice contracts, and which is the big thing. We can't do this without them. and you know, it's good for our rotation. They always seem to be there, and just when you think things aren't looking good, they'll, you know, pop us a little bonus check or something, so that always helps.
We take a lot of pride in growing Coors barley because this is really the only crop that comes straight from the farm to a consumer. The rest of it all goes to cattle feed or chicken feed or whatever. So this is the main crop that, you know, that is actually delivered to someone's table.
Molson Coors is right here in the whole USA, and they started here, and that's what we like about it. It's American made, I guess.